Today on Covering Coronavirus, we have protests from grocery store workers looking for more protection while on the job. We also have a message of hope from Big Papi.
Stay together and continue fighting. We're gonna get through this.
And John Krasinski is making a little girl's Hamilton dreams come true. Grocery store workers protested in Boston, demanding adequate protections for those working during this outbreak. Workers from Stop & Shop, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and Shaw's came together while maintaining social distance at a Boston Whole Foods to demand improved security measures. David Ortiz is back to motivate New Englanders to stay strong while we stay apart. Boston Mayor Marty Walsh posted a video with the Red Sox legend where he sent out a message of hope while the city tightens its social distancing guidelines.
We got a city champion. We have been down before. We know how to bounce back up. Because this is our city. We gotta stay strong so we can go back and do the things that we love doing.
Tufts University has made its dormitories available for medical personnel, first responders, and patients recovering from COVID-19. And the dorms will be used for Tufts staff members who are exposed to someone who has tested positive for coronavirus or those who have vulnerable family members at home. Residents at a senior living facility played virtual bingo with the one and only Matthew McConaughey earlier this week.
We got an I-24, I-24. Oh! Richard Blunt is waving a hammer up high. Oh, we got Charles Kings and the iPad up high. We got two winners.
As a big Hamilton fan and now a fan of John Krasinski's coronavirus-era YouTube show, Some Good News, this is my favorite story of the week. A 9-year-old Hamilton superfan was supposed to see the hit musical as a birthday treat, but the performance was postponed. So Krasinski managed to get the original cast members to Zoom bomb and perform for her live. Everyone is using Zoom to stay in touch and see actual living humans, and it looks like Skype is upping their game. Skype Meet now is a new Zoom alternative that doesn't require a login or downloading the Skype app. So now you have another way to stay in touch with humanity during the quarantine. Marcus Newberry is the co-founder of a Hampshire-based company releasing a mobile dash cam app, but it's their business ties to China that are going to help a lot of people during this pandemic. Newberry has a source to get N95 masks in bulk and is raising money to order as many shipments as possible for hospitals that are in dire need of protective equipment. Every mask makes a difference, especially for him because he has family on the medical front lines right now.
My mother and my mother-in-law are both nurses. My mother is a nurse in a New Hampshire community hospital, and my mother-in-law is down in Florida. And they're both faced with the same issues that every nurse across America is facing right now. You know, in order to minimize the spread, you have to make sure that you're well protected and you're not passing from person to person. So to be reusing the masks and putting them in paper bags and reusing the same safety equipment for weeks on end until they either disintegrate or become soiled it is the CDC recommendation right now, but simply because of a lack of supplies. I co-founded a business called Driver Technologies, and through that business, we've established really a global presence and a global footprint, specifically with our work in China. We have actually a team member who's in China, and without really being there and understanding the landscape, it's very hard to have access to all of the masks that really are available. Specifically the N95 masks, which the FDA has recently approved as being an importable item, and really from a safety measure is much better than any cloth mask and is very close to the N95 mask itself. Very well connected over there, and if you aren't well connected, you get lost in China. So right. It's all about who knows the landscape, and he knows the landscape very well. He's been our feet on the ground in China, and it just happens to have a lot of manufacturing connections. And apart from that, just very credible manufacturing connections. As of right now, I'm raising up to $16,000. That's enough to get 2 bulk orders of N95 masks, which is roughly 5,000 masks per order. That'll make a dent. My hope is that this goes viral and we're able to get a lot of masks, as many as possible. My same team member over there in China, he has been meeting with a gown manufacturing company, which again, they've been moving to things like using trash bags for gowns, or reusing disposable gowns, or using cloth gowns, which, right. It's kind of common sense that none of that is extremely sanitary and can be very unsafe. For every mask that we acquire, we're helping flatten the curve just, that much more. And And my hope is that people can keep unifying and working together the best they can, whether it's making your own masks for the general population or chipping in a few bucks to help get real medical grade equipment to those in need.